Hello, and welcome to the Thursday Live Show. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jaime Sabbatini, and I come to you every week with how-to tips to navigate life better. Last time we met, we started to talk about my strategy SMART plan, and we went through part 1. And now this week, we're going to cover part 2. So if you missed part 1 last week, you can go right to my website at www.coachtasticnow. Go to Learning Center tab, and last week was show number 6, and you can tune in to part 1, which was assess. So here we go. So part 2 is the plan. So let's go back just a little bit to what we talked about last week, which was the big calamity in my life where no water, no power, no showers, no toilets, no lights, no air conditioning in the middle of the summer, which is what brought me to thinking, wow, let me share with everybody how I navigate that in every situation that comes up for me through this strategy SMART plan. So this week is the plan. And just like last week, we talked about the definition of the word assess. Let's talk about the definition of plan. Now, assess was the verb that got us into action, and that's where we were really evaluating the situation and observing, taking mental or written notes of what we were seeing and experiencing, and then our brain was going through the calculation period, and then the estimations that were based on our values. Super important, super, super important. You need them in order to feel confident through the chaos and focused in the chaos, and that's what we're talking about here. So the plan, and I'm going to read it to you right from my notes here from Webster's. So the plan is the noun, okay? The person, place, or thing, the noun. And it's a method of acting, doing, proceeding, making, okay? And it's developed in advance, all right? So basically what it comes down to is, what are you going to do with the knowledge that you have gained through the assessment period? What are you going to do with it? And it could be something very small. It could be just, talking to somebody. It could be doing nothing. Sometimes doing nothing is doing something. Or it could be something very big. It's all based on those values of what's important to you. Why is this step important after assess? Why can't it come at a different point in the process? So assess must come first because you need to have those values, that foundation grounded in order for you to be able to stay focused. Without that, the plan it still remains in chaos. There may not be a plan. You may never get to the plan. So once you've done that, you can move into this step feeling confident and feeling more calm. It may just be a little step that gets you a little closer to your outcome, or it may just get you directly right to your outcome. So there you have it. That is step 2, the plan. I'll give you an idea of how I used it when we were dealing with our situation. And let's talk about toothbrushing. So how were we going to brush our teeth? Now, without power for a couple of hours, maybe even a day, maybe you can use some mouthwash. Maybe you can swish some water around in there, chew on some peppermint. But when you know that you're going to be out of power for, days, you don't even know when the power is coming back on. You need to do something, right? So how did I activate this plan in that situation around toothbrushing? So first, when I went to observe the situation, I said, okay, let's assess. No water. Let's see. Yeah, no water. That was the biggest problem, all right? And what was important to me was hygiene, keeping our mouths clean. Of course, feeling a little bit better. Of course, you have no shower too, so at least if your mouth could feel a little bit better, that would be awesome. So that was what was important, our hygiene and keeping us clean. So that was the value that I hung on to. The assessment was we have no water to be able to, swish the toothpaste out, to wet the toothbrush, to do anything like that. So the plan came into play when we had to decide how we were going to brush our teeth. We decided we were going to brush our teeth. It's how are we going to do this? So this is where you have to get creative sometimes. So once we figured out we needed to get water, our neighbor had a generator, and he kindly allowed for us to use his hose to fill up a bucket of water. So what we were able to do is we were able to take that water, okay, and we were able to, whatever we needed to do, flush our toilets, wash our dishes, or use it for drinking water as well, clean water. So what we did is we filled cups with water, and we brought them up to our bathroom, and we had to be very strategic about, excuse me, about this. And we had to put the toothpaste on the toothbrush. We had to dip the toothbrush into the clean water, brush our teeth, and then we had to take the cup of water and we had to put the water in our mouth, swish around, and when we spit the water out, we had to make sure we aimed it on now the toothpaste that we spit out into the sink, to swoosh it down the sink, and then we could take our dirty toothbrush and swoosh it now in the water because we've already rinsed it in, through our mouth, and then the remaining water we could use that to push down the rest of the toothpaste that was on the sink, keeping the sink somewhat clean. So that was our plan. So there you have it. That's how I used it in one of our scenarios. But I use this plan everywhere I go and everything I do, in small situations and big situations, and it works everywhere. I just want to share that one with you because, first of all, it's kind of funny. But secondly, it just gives you a small example of how I assessed the situation. I took a look at what was important to us, what were our values, and started going into a creative plan. So thank you. That's all I have for today. Next time we meet, we will talk about the last part, which is part 3, and it's all about the go. Okay? So thanks so much for tuning in. If you've missed any of the previous Thursday live shows, again, go right over to my Learning Center. If you liked what we talk about, please leave me a note in the comments, hit the like button, join my subscriber community, which you can find in the notes below as well. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.